All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's up, guys? It's Pick'em with HuddleGG, and in today's video we're going to talk about my absolute favorite run in all of Madden and something that we can hopefully transfer over to College Football 25 next week, and that's the midline read option. Now, for those of you that have watched me play in the past few years, you have seen me run this play a ton out of the spread playbook in Madden. It is something that was out of a few formations and different playbooks back in the old college football games, so we're hoping it's going to be in this new College Football 25 game as well, and it's something that can really throw your opponent off guard, and there's a few things I like about it, and we'll talk about that here. So again, it is in the gun normal Y off formation in the spread playbook, but like I said, hopefully we get to see this in a few other formations when we get to college football. So with any read option, you're going to have the read key, right? So typically it's on the defensive end or the edge rusher, whether it's a linebacker, D end. And that's the guy that we're going to read to determine who keeps the ball, right? Do we hand it off to the running back or do we keep it with the quarterback? Okay, now with the midline read option, you actually see it's going to be on the D tackle. Okay, so this is the only read option play in Madden where you're going to read the defensive tackle. Okay, so again, you're reading him the same way. If he stands up, you hand it off. If he crashes down, you're going to keep it with the quarterback. But it's just a unique look, and it's actually a way that we can attack dual inside stuffs or just really 4-down lineman sets is where I really like to use this the most. Because again, we're really taking one of those defensive tackles out of the play because he's going to go unblocked, and we're going to be able to, again, make the right choice whether we hand it off or not. But again, we're really taking that defensive tackle out of the play, right? So what we're going to see here is that our icon is over that right of screen defensive tackle's head. Like I said, if he stands up and doesn't pursue the running back, we're just going to hand it off to that running back. Then it turns into an outside zone. Okay, so what you're going to see here, we're going to say hike, he stands up, we're going to hand that off, and then we're able to turn that up the field. We obviously hit our run or our line there, but you could see we still got an easy 4 or 5 yards there. We'll say hike again, we'll hand that off. You can see how much open space is there. That's an easy 10 yards. And I cannot tell you how many times I've ran this play in games, and I've had people message me or they're yelling into the mic, oh, I'm glitching out their line, right? Because they think that their defensive line is coming in free. And that he just stops running, right? But that's not what's happening at all. Our line is leaving that guy unblocked, right? You see here, we leave him unblocked and he stands up. If he stands up, we want to hold that hike button and we want to hand that off to the running back. And again, then it turns into an outside zone. But again, we have really good blocking because we were able to eliminate one of those defensive tackles out of the play. Okay, so one more time, if we do see that guy stand up, we're just going to hand that off. And then you can see if we can make a man miss, we have the potential there to make it a big play and possibly even a touchdown there if we would take it all the way, right? So again, when we look at this play, like I said, there are two options that you're going to have with that D tackle. We've just ran a couple of plays where if he stands up, we just hand it off and it's that simple. Now, if he does crash down, so let's say that they play the running back with their option defense, then we're going to be able to keep it with our quarterback. Okay, so again, that R icon is still the guy that we're reading, that right of screen defensive tackle. What you're going to see is if he crashes down, we're going to keep it, and then we're going to be able to have this potential for a big running play with our quarterback there, right? Obviously, you do want to have a scrambling type of quarterback, or at least a quarterback with some wheels of some kind to run this concept. But you can see here, again, we let that defensive tackle come in free, which again, you may think is a bad idea, but again, it's not because we have this option now. So again, when he crashes down, we know that means to keep it with our quarterback. And what that does is it allows our right guard, number 70 there, to get up to the second level really quickly. And then you can see our tight end is going to be able to target that safety down the field as well to really help us break this open for an even bigger run. Okay, so again, if they crash down, we just keep it with the quarterback, right? And by keeping it with the quarterback, you just push hike and then you don't hold A, right? So you just let go of the A button, don't push it again, and you are going to be able to keep that with your quarterback. So again, if they crash down one more time, what you're going to see, again, we're reading that right of screen player, he crashes down, we keep it, and we're going to be able to turn it to at least 5 yards there. Again, really just depends on how well our blockers pick up their blocks. What you'll see at times is what we saw on this play, is if you see number 70 here, you see how he like pushes that linebacker, but he doesn't hold that block very long. Again, if you see this, just really read the leverage of where he's blocking, right? So again, you see he blocks the inside shoulder of that linebacker. So instead of running outside into that linebacker as he's getting pushed to that side, just turn it back upfield, take the yardage that you can and get that 4 or 5 yards. Okay, but again, one more time, if we just say hike here, you see he stands up, we're going to keep it. Again, hopefully we can make that man miss. Our guys held that double team a little bit too long there on that play, but you can see how you do have the potential, if you read the holes right, where you can really turn this into a big run play, whether it's with that quarterback or with the running back, and it's all simply by making that read on that defensive tackle.